Existing a 2018 Geely Dahao E450 car, the owner responded that the EPB light on the instrument has been always on, due to the fear that it will affect the safety of driving. So he hurriedly drove the vehicle at a low speed to the 4S store for inspection. Please check and repair the fault. Our learning objectives for this course are three, namely, familiarize yourself with the malfunctions and causes of the EPB warning light coming on frequently. Master the process of reading and analyzing EPB system circuit diagrams. Master the troubleshooting process of EPB warning light always on. We will learn today's content through the following parts. 1. EPB warning light always on fault analysis. Fault phenomenon. 1. The EPB warning light stays on and does not go off when the vehicle is not in park. 2. Related fault codes or alert messages may be displayed on the instrument panel at the same time. Failure cause analysis. 1. EPB control module failure. 2. Malfunction of combination meter. 3. EPB switch failure. Failure impact. 1. In some cases, the automatic parking function of the EPB system may not function properly. 2. If the malfunction is serious, it may lead to complete failure of the brake system, which greatly increases the risk of driving safety. 2. EPB warning light always on troubleshooting process. Circuit sketch and reading analysis. The Geely Dahao E450 model EPB electronic parking brake system is capable of static parking and release, dynamic emergency braking, hill parking and assist. SF0 is the fuse for the left rear caliper motor and SF06 is the fuse for the right rear caliper motor and is responsible for protecting the proper transmission of the wiring associated with it, which, if faulty, may render the motor inoperable. IF23 is the fuse for the EPB switch, which is responsible for protecting the normal transmission of the line associated with it. And if it fails, it will prevent the EPB system from receiving the switching signal from the EPB, resulting in the warning light being constantly on. The EPB system communicates with the combination instrument via VCA-on-H and VCA-on-L. If the wiring is faulty, the instrument system may not be able to communicate with the ESC system, causing the EPB warning light to illuminate constantly. Troubleshooting process. 1. Perform push-down and pull-up operation on the EPB switch to see if the rear wheel brake caliper motor is working properly. If it is abnormal, then check fuse SF04 together with SF06. If it is normal, then go to the next step. 2. Connect the fault diagnostic instrument with the vehicle for communication. Enter the EPB module. Read the DCT if there is a DCT output, according to the DCT repair circuit. If not, the next step. 3. Set the multimeter to DC 20 volts and measure whether the static voltage of the battery is between 11 to 14 volts. If not, charge the battery, and if it is normal, go to the next step. 4. Connect the diagnostic instrument. Select active test on the function test. Select EPB warning light does not come on. If the instrument fault light is off, then the system is normal. Otherwise, go to the next step. 5. Operate the start switch to bring the power mode to OFF. Disconnect the combination instrument harness connector IP01 and operate the start switch to bring the power mode to on. 6. Measure the voltage value of the combination instrument harness connector IP01 terminals 13, 24 and 32 to body ground to see if there is a voltage value between 11 to 14 volts. If it is not normal, then repair or replace the harness. If it is normal, then go to the next step. 7. Operate the starter switch to bring the power mode to OFF state. Disconnect the combination instrument harness connector IP01. Measure the resistance between IP01 terminal 16 and the body ground to see if the resistance value is less than 1 ohms. If not, the harness will need to be repaired or replaced. If it is normal, go to the next step. 8. Disconnect EPB control module harness connector IP27 by operating the start switch to bring the power mode to OFF. Operate the start switch to bring the power mode to on. 9. Measure the voltage from the EPB control module harness connector IP27 terminal 22 to body ground to see if it is between 11 to 14 volts. If not, the harness will need to be repaired or replaced. If it is normal, go to the next step. 10. Operate the starter switch to bring the power mount to the UFF state. Disconnect the negative battery cable from the battery. Disconnect harness connector IP27 from the EPB control module and disconnect harness connector IP01 from the combination meter. 11. Measure the resistance value between IP27 terminal 16 and IP01 terminal 30. And measure the resistance value between IP27 terminal 17 and IP01 terminal 31, whether both are less than 1 ohm. If not, you need to repair or replace the wiring harness. If yes, go to the next step. 12. To replace the EPB switch, operate the startup switch to turn the power mode to on, and verify that the EPB warning lamp lights up and then goes out. If not, proceed to the next step. 13. Replace the combination meter. Operate the starter switch to turn the power mode to on. Verify that the EPB warning light comes on and goes off normally. If not, replace the EPB controller. In this course, we conducted fault diagnosis and troubleshooting of the EPB warning light constant on fault from 2 aspects: analysis of the EPB warning light constant on fault and the maintenance process of the EPB warning light constant on fault. We believe that you have gained an understanding of the entire knowledge and hope that you can apply it to automotive fault diagnosis.